few more people float their way on in. And then
You are now the host as well.
oh, thanks. I should probably find the tunes. At like 10 o'clock this morning, I'm like, I'm making a playlist. I've got this. And at 6:30, I was like, I'm gonna reuse a playlist. I think that's gonna be the plan.
You have about 100 of them.
Yeah.
I cleaned it out today. That's what I did during my prep. I was like, we're gonna sort. All right, you guys know the drill. If you can't hear me at any point over the music, just start yelling. And we'll sort that stuff out. All right. Well, we'll get ourselves moving, and then whoever floats themselves on in, I know we have a few more who said they might be around, they can join us as we do. But let's get started in child's pose today. So butt back on your heels, arms all the way out in front of you. Get yourself nice and settled into a space that you can hold yourself in. Notice the feeling of the ground underneath of your shins and the tops of your feet, and your palms, possibly even your forehead and your forearms. You might notice the pressure of the ground pushing back up into you. You might root down a little more into space with your exhale. All of the thoughts racing through your mind might give way to the acknowledgement of the feeling of your breath as it comes out of your mouth and off of your mat and back up to warm your face. Let yourself follow this even pattern of every breath. Every inhale and exhale. Give yourself a few more breaths here, using all of your intention to anchor onto your breath sound, your breath feeling, this moment. I've been trying recently to really make an effort with some kind of journaling or manifesting or whatever word that really anchors your thoughts into being. And it doesn't come naturally to me in the slightest. Maybe it's the physical notebook or the writing or the having to actually state what I want, but some part of it just never really comes smoothly. It's always a battle. And I usually get as far as writing, "I am here." And that's it. Right? Because when asking the universe for something more is too challenging, asking ourselves to stay present is sometimes all we have. And when it's too scary to dream larger and too frightening to look back, just being able to say that I am here may be all the grounding that we can do. Give yourself 3 more long breaths in this shape. And at the bottom of your 3rd breath, you can make your way to a tabletop position, pressing your hands and knees into the mat. Bring your gaze between your thumbs. Untuck your toes so that your tops of your feet are pressing down. You can inhale, drop your belly, broaden your collarbones and look up. Exhale, arch your back, look all the way in. Inhale into cow, drop your belly, broaden your collarbones and look up. Exhale, arch your back and look in. Take a few more movements like this, moving through your spine. And notice as you slow down, see if you can tap into that one spot that feels a little bit tighter and then just stay there. Maybe it's your shoulders, your wrists, your upper, your lower back. Give yourself an extra breath or two to open up that space. Good, and on your next exhale, send your hips back to a child's pose. On your inhale, crawl all the way up and then drop your hips low. We'll take a little baby back bend. Exhale, send your hips back to your downward, to your child pose. Inhale, come forward, take that little back bend again. Good. Lower yourself all the way onto your stomach. Just prop yourself up on your forearms. Bring them to number 11 as if you're going to read a book. Then push the ground away with your hands. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Take another breath here. Exhale, lower your forehead all the way down and pull your hands back by your ribs. Inhale, pick your forehead up, push into the ground just hard enough that if you lifted your hands, maybe they could lift up, maybe your chest would just hover on its own. Exhale, bring your forehead down. Inhale, lift yourself back up. Take 2 more breaths in this cobra pose, or remove the squeaky toy from your dog's mouth. Either one works. Thank you. And then lower yourself all the way back down. Bring your hands behind your back. Press your forehead onto the floor. Interlace your hands. Use your inhale to pull your hands up. Pull your head up, just peeling yourself open. And maybe you don't have that much height just yet, and that's okay. Exhale, lower your forehead back down. Let your arms fall by your sides. Good. Gently push yourself all the way back to a child's pose. Exhale it out. Inhale, slide back forward however you want to get back to your stomach. Maybe you take a knees, chest, and chin. Prop yourself back up on your forearms, that number 11. All right, pull your right heel towards your butt. And then reach around with your right hand. Catch your foot. Start to kick your foot away from your body. Open up your shoulder. Exhale, lower your forehead back down. Gently release your foot. Push the dog out of the way. And then inhale, come back up to your forearms. This time bending the left foot, catching the left ankle. Starting to kick the foot away on the other side. Notice if you lost your breath, gently come back to it. Exhale, lower yourself all the way back down. Good. Take an inhale, push into your hands, lift your chest up a little bit further, deepen that back bend ever so slightly. And then exhale, bring your hips all the way back to your heels. Child's pose. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Let's interlace our fingers and push our hands away from our body, reaching our palms up towards the ceiling. You'll notice a deep pinching in the tops of your shoulders. Breathe into this space. And gently grab your left wrist with your right hand. Take a little side body stretch. Inhale back up, switch your wrists. Gently go the other way. Inhale, lift your hands up, separate your palms, open your hands slightly. And exhale, take a twist to the right. Your hand goes behind you, your left hand goes to your knee, look back past your right shoulder. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, bring your hands all the way to the ground in front of you. Come back to your tabletop for a moment. Maybe you roll through your shoulders here, take another cat and cow. Maybe it's some other kind of fluid motion. Then send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Nice and slow motion. You can pedal out your feet here, move through your heels. Lift one leg and then the other. And then find a bit of stillness. Notice what it's like to melt your heart back towards your thighs. To lower your heels in the direction of the ground. Take an inhale, roll yourself all the way forward to a high plank. Move slowly and with control. And exhale, roll yourself all the way back. One more time, roll forward. Hold here for one breath. Exhale, roll all the way back. Slowly walk your feet up between your hands. Grab opposite elbows up here at the top. Give yourself a little sway back and forth. Good. Use your slowest exhale to let your arms fall down. And then inhale, roll yourself all the way up. One vertebra at a time. Moving slower than you want to. Bring your shoulders up to your ears and then melt them all the way down your back. Use your inhale with both arms up. Exhale, take a forward fold. Inhale, press your hands into your shins, lengthen out to the top of your head. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to your high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga, whatever moves into that little gnarly tight spot. Your inhale pulls you to an upward facing dog or a cobra, whatever feels nice on your back. Exhale takes you all the way to your down dog. Take 3 breaths here. Exhale, walk, step, or jump your feet up between your hands. Inhale, hands to your shins, lengthen out. Exhale, hold. Inhale, stand all the way up, hands overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to your shins, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, plant your hands down, step back to your high plank. Deep breath in. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take 3 breaths here. Good. One more deep exhale. As you make it to the bottom, slowly get yourself back up to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand all the way up, fingertips touch. Exhale, hands to your heart. Bring your feet together so that your big toes touch. Your heels are just slightly a breath's width apart. We'll inhale into chair pose. Bend your knees, sink your hips, arms lift. Take 2 deep breaths here. Good. Exhale, float your arms back by your hips. Lift up onto your toes. Exhale, stand all the way up, reach your fingertips. And then give yourself a forward fold. Inhale, length. After your breath. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to a high plank. You guys get a full show in the Convoy household tonight, apparently. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step your right foot up between your hands. Spin your left heel onto the ground. Let's bring both arms up for warrior one. And then right away, we'll interlace our fingers, bring them to the back of our head to open up in our shoulders. And let the weight of your head fall back. So instead of your head bracing against your hands, let your hands support the full weight of your head. Maybe this means you relax all the muscles in your neck that have been doing the computer thing all day, if you're anything like most of us. Take one more breath. Inhale, lift your arms up, keep gazing towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring both hands down, frame your front foot. Inhale, pull your right arm up in the air. Take an easy twist. If you want to open your shoulder more, you might drop your hand behind your back hip, pulling your elbow towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift your right arm up. Exhale, cartwheel your right arm down in front of your right foot. Maybe you slide your right foot back a little bit. And then inhale, pick your left side body up into half moon. Left toes flex, hips stack, left fingers reach towards the ceiling. Good. Without moving your arms, start to tug your left heel towards your butt. So you're bending your left knee. Maybe you stay here, maybe you reach back with that left hand to try to catch the foot. Maybe just try to tap it tonight. Come back to it later, but just starting to open up our front body. Open back up into your half moon, take an inhale. Good. Exhale, circle your left arm down, your left foot steps back. And then peel yourself up and open warrior two. Good. Nice long stance, deep bend in your front knee. Notice how your shoulders are still pointing in opposite directions and your hips are going front and side. Let's drop our hands behind our back, a little shoulder variation tonight. Interlace your fingers, pull your arms away from your body. So our hands are clasped, our knuckles are pointing away, our shoulders are still pulling back. We're making sure our shoulders are still facing the long edge of our mat rather than pulling forward to our right knee. Good. Inhale, straighten your right leg, reach both arms up overhead. And then weave your right arm underneath of your left as you sink back into your Skandasana. So your left leg bends. Arms have a little eagle wrap going on. Exhale, unlace your hands and slowly crawl all the way up to the top of your mat. Good. Step back to a high plank. Lower all the way onto your stomach. Prop yourself up on your right forearm, just like we did before. Bend your left knee. We're gonna reach back for that heel. Thinking it like that half moon action we had a moment ago. And start kicking that left foot away from you. If you notice that your shoulder, your chest, your back are feeling really open and you want to work your foot towards your elbow crease, go for it. You want to start pushing into your right hand to deepen the back bend, go for it. You want to lie face down on the floor, go for it. Whatever helps you be here. Good. Exhale, slowly release your left foot. Bring everything down to the ground. Place your forehead down, interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, pull your hands away from you, lift your heart up. Maybe this time your feet lift too. We'll take 3 breaths here. Exhale, slowly release everything. Guide yourself into a child's pose. Find your inhale. Find your exhale. As you feel ready, you'll slowly make your way to your downward facing dog. And then walk, step, jump, levitate your feet up to your hands, however they want to get there. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold. Make sure your big toes are touching again, and we'll inhale ourselves into our chair pose for 2 breaths. Exhale, lift up onto your toes, swing your arms back by your hips. Inhale, stand all the way up, straighten your arms up overhead. Exhale, take your vinyasa, chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Inhale, step your left foot up between your hands. Right heel spins down, both arms go up. Again, we'll interlace our fingers, place them to the back of our head. Let the weight of our head start to open up our shoulders again. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold hands to frame your foot. Inhale, peel your left arm up, easy twist. Maybe you drop your left hand back to your hip to open your shoulder up some more. Take one more breath. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Exhale, cartwheel it down in front of your left foot, maybe dragging your left foot back. Inhale, peel up and open. Right side lifts for half moon. Exhale to drop. We'll keep your right arm lifted, but pull your right foot towards your bottom, bending your knee. Maybe you stay here, maybe you reach back with that right hand for the foot. Maybe you find it, maybe you don't. Good. Cartwheel the right arm down. Step the right foot to the back of the mat. Inhale the arms up and open, warrior two. Keep your shoulders pointing at the long edge of your mat again, but interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, pull out through your hands, open your shoulders up once more. Good. Take a breath in, straighten your left leg, open up your arms. Dodge your left arm underneath of your right. Take Skandasana with the eagle wrap to the back of your mat. Fall down, get back up. And as you feel ready, start to crawl back to the top of your mat. Step your left foot all the way back. Lower onto your stomach. You can prop yourself up on your left forearm this time. We'll bend our right knee, reach back for the right ankle. Starting to take any number of variations, either kicking the foot away from the body, pulling the right foot into the right elbow, or straightening out through the left arm. We'll take 5 breaths here, digging into the shoulder space, chest, the back, opening up everything that we are holding so tightly. Good. Exhale everything all the way up, down. We'll bring ourselves up onto our forearm for Sphinx pose once more. We're finding one last final and maybe our deepest back bend yet. Starting to straighten the elbows, push through your hands, lift your chest, pull your belly button back towards your spine. Either dropping your gaze to the ceiling or to your chest. Find 5 more breaths. Slowly lower yourself all the way down. Make a little pillow with your face. Drop your left cheek onto the ground. Slide your right knee up to your right elbow for half rock.
Quiet when I'm coming home, mama, on my own. She comes and sings to me in the night. Everything she touches turns to gold. She leaves me guessing with my soul alive on my heart. Oh, she took control. And all my brothers are telling me she's not the one, but all my senses are saying that I'm undone. I'm getting feelings from my heart that I just can't fight. Maybe tonight I'll find out why. Don't wake me up, even though I might need it. Don't wake me up, just because you can't see it. You're such a beautiful mess. Pick up your thoughts, open wide before the makeup. You're never gonna leave my head. Now I'm in my mind, so take my hands and stand up and also for the words that they said. Won't you just hold on? Won't you just hold on? Baby, just hold on.
Start to slide your right leg back. Bring your right cheek to the floor and slide your left knee up. One of the authors I was reading recently was talking about the state of being present, being here, and how it's such a propensity for us as humans to live in the future and live in the present. But when we live in the future, we're focusing on all the things that have yet to happen. We're in this state of perpetual anxiety, even if that's not what it feels like. When we live in the past, we're constantly reflecting. We're reflecting on the state of depression. These things that we can't change because they were. When we're neither focusing on the future nor we're dwelling on the past, we have the ability to be in the now. We have the ability to be here. And it's a lot easier to articulate, I am here, than it is to say, I am not anxious, I am not depressed, or I will not be anxious, and I will not feel depressed. Allowing ourselves to float in this now state, this here place, is so challenging because our survival comes from the places that we've been and the things that we must predict in order to get there. But half the things we predict are wrong. We can't change where we've been. And so sometimes we just have to accept that here is where we are. And slide your left leg back. And then roll yourself over onto your back. Pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a really big hug and a tight squeeze, maybe a rock from side to side. And stretch your legs out in front of you and your arms all the way up overhead. Walk your fingertips over to the right corner of your mat so that you're arching, kind of like that side body stretch we took in the beginning of class. And walk your feet over to the right side of your mat. So you're making a crescent, kind of moon shape with your body. You might deepen the stretch by crossing your left ankle over the top of your right. Notice where you're holding back in the shape to keep the part that's comfortable, because leaning into the discomfort is just a little unknown and a little bit scary. Maybe you'll allow yourself to be perfectly here.
Words can be like knives, they can cut you open. And then the silence around you and haunts you. I think I might have inhaled you. I can feel you behind my eyes. You've gotten into my bloodstream. I can feel you flowing in me. The spaces in between two minds and all the places they have been. The spaces in between. I try to put my finger on it. I try to put my finger
If your mind floated away, if you found yourself gravitating towards a single thought or a whole bunch of thoughts, find a sensation in your body to cue in on. As you're ready, allow yourself to find that shape on the other side. Making your way to the left, your feet to the left. What feelings occupy your now? What can you hold in your here? What does your here actually mean?
Look outside, painted skies
start to walk yourself back to the center. Gather your knees in, give yourself a hug. Move in any other intuitive ways that help you feel at peace. Make your way to your Shavasana as you're ready. Maybe this is your moment that the words seem a little bit more clear. You can speak to the universe what it is that you need, and what it is that you are. Maybe tonight you are here. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Take rest. Shavasana. Allow a deeper breath to work its way back in. Find a wiggle in your fingers and your toes. Feel your ankles, your wrists, Give yourself any small motions that you need to bring awareness back into your body. And as you are ready, gently make your way up to a comfortable seat. Let your hands come to your heart as you take a deep breath in. And take a deep breath out. You are here. Together we take one more deep inhale and a deep exhale. I see you and I love you. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Kelly.
Well, thanks guys. It was so good to be here with you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lisa. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.